Now, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a picturesque afternoon for football in the Northeast, and EA Sports comes to you from MetLife Stadium, just across the Hudson River from New York City. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And normally when you talk about a quarterback on his third team in as many years, you're worried about this kid's potential. But in this case, Justin Fields has plenty of it, and he flashed it big time during his short tenure in Pittsburgh. Now he has an opportunity in New York to be a full-time starter once again, and the Jets are excited about his potential.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Back to throw. Fields. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dante Fowler. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. That's taken it around the 40. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games, but he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will have a Cowboys first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Finding Williams once more, complete. A short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw this time. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Prescott. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
17 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Prescott. Screen play set up for Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Here's 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Fields now to throw. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action. It's Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Prescott to throw it. Completes this one to Pickens. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll, and now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows to 10-0.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Fields. Breaks through the contact. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Here's Fields. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage. Running left, it's Hall.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. He'll get this to Lazard. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At the 7-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Fields. Throwing quickly to Wilson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall from 3 yards out. And the Jets are back within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Nick Folk for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 30-yard line.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing. Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Left side to Lamb. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now 2nd and 3. Prescott now. He's got it complete to Tolbert. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Right back to Tolbert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It's caught inside the 25. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
At the 6-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Back to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Here's Fields. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
And running with power here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that?
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Now Folk for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Gets around him. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 31, Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
For a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One play action. Fields. This is Smith with the ground. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Ball again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Jets have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
On for the extra point is Folk. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he returns this to the 22. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now a 2nd and 10. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
13 yards. First down, Dallas.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
To throw is Prescott.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. It's caught. Tolbert. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Touchdown, Dallas.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Aubrey good with a PAT. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now Justin Fields and the Jets down 24-21, less than 90 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw, Fields. Pass complete to Taylor. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. All eyes on Fields. That's into the hands of Reynolds.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And his throw is incomplete.
Pass intended for Alan Lazard. Incomplete. He was defended by Deron Players.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. That's caught by Wilson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. They'll run with Hall. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Yeah, you have to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. That's pulled in by Wilson. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds. That one should just about put a capper on this game. So easily the play of the game right there. We will not have overtime. Instead, a late touchdown the other way.
And for such a critical kick, the blocking has to be better. Brandon, that reminds me of a game that you called. Became famous, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Florida State,
That's
Georgia
right.
Tech, right? Didn't you have something similar?
Yep, a block kick return late. Unbelievable. Aubrey now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 31, Jets 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. This is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Fields. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And one last throw here for Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin.